Hello there, beautiful humans, and welcome to Auntie's Adventure Assortment. It's a beautiful spring evening, and I'm going to check out that school where my sister went to kindergarten. I'm going back into the play yard, which is the very first place off my own property that I hunted, and that was almost 2 years ago. So I'm going to see what they've dropped in the meantime, if anything. They haven't been at school that much, but you know, I'll do my best, and I'll get back to you at the first plug. I'm in the sandbox here, which is a pretty sorry mess, but it looks like some kids have been digging. And my first signal is the tiniest D-buckle I have ever seen. Wow, that's a petite ski. I'll take it. I just found an awesome Hot Wheels, and it's in really good shape. And according to the young laddie who was just here being amazed by it, it's from 1996. I don't have my glasses on, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to see it, but there you go. What a great looking car. Number 71. Yeah, two young laddies just came over on their bicycles and said, "You have a metal detector." I said, "Yes, I certainly do." And they were very interested. I love this sport. Here's my first coin. It's a really scratchy looking zinc penny from 2011, but I can actually see the date. And I can see the bust. So that's pretty good for a zinc penny. I'll take that. I guess the sand has been kinder to the coin than soil. I found a little bling earring here. It's all mashed flat. It's bubbling. Still, it's a piece of jewelry. I haven't had one of those in a while. This poor little vehicle didn't fare nearly as well. That might be a candidate for my car wreck key ring. Before I left the sandbox, I found myself a punch buggy, a little Volkswagen Beetle, and a Corvette. It's been a good day for cars, and I just found a copper penny. I can't see the date, but it was down about 4 inches, so I'm thinking it's probably a 1980s or earlier. Moving on. This is an unexpected pleasure. 1951. That must be shortly after this school was built. And it is King George VI. Good day to you, sir. Welcome back, beautiful humans. This is the roundup of my hunt at the elementary school. This is the same school where my sister went to kindergarten, and it's the school where I did my very first hunt off my own property. I hunted the sandbox there almost 2 years ago, and I'm back at the sandbox. And this is what I found. Big chunk of a can, some foil, plastic bottle cap, a little piece of pot metal, Looks like it was part of a toy, but I can't identify it at all. Some rusty hardware. This is a magnet. It's chromed on this side. It's just magnet on this side, and it has a hole in it. And it just looks like the magnet that's in the little cup of the can opener, you know, either an electric can opener or the can opener that screws to your wall. This is what holds on to the lid of the can. So it would have a screw in it here that would go up through here and then into the doings of the can opener. I might be crazy, but that's what it reminds me of. I found a little blingy earring. It's just a little plated thing, all mashed up. It's interesting that it has the backing still on it, though, so this didn't drop out of somebody's ear. It must have dropped out of somebody's pocket. And the tiniest little D-buckle I have ever seen. Look at that. Look at it on my fingertip. It's so tiny. I found 3 coins. I'll get to those in a bit. Let's talk about the cars. A sandbox is a wonderful place to hunt if you're looking for Hot Wheels, apparently, because I was digging away and 2 young laddies on their bicycles came roaring up and said, "You have a metal detector." I said, "Yes, I do." And they were fascinated by it, and they watched me dig this plug. And out of the plug came this Hot Wheels, which is an Escort Rally from 1996, in pretty good shape. Well, they were so excited I thought they were going to spit. "You could wash this up and sell it for money. I bet it's worth $100. And I said, "Well, I don't know, but it's certainly worth something, I guess." I said, "My husband loves cars." So I offered them to play rock, paper, scissors for it. And they didn't. They said, no, you keep it. It's yours. You found it. I thought, how cool is that? Anyway, off they buzzed on their bicycles, and I put this in my pouch and continued to dig. And I had just found this red punch buggy, which is from 1983. These are all Hot Wheels, by the way. When a man came up with a backpack on his back, and he asked me what I was doing. He knew about metal detectors, but he wanted to know what I had found, and I told him I had just found this Volkswagen Beetle. And he was fascinated, and he stuck around asking me questions, and he took my shovel and helped me dig, and I was using my little hand digger. So he took over that, and he dug where I suggested, and he wanted to know what the numbers meant on the machine. And so we dug away, and I was explaining the signals, and darned if this didn't pop up. Yet another Hot Wheels, and this one is from 2001. It's a Corvette. I'd say a late 50s, early 60s model, and it's meant for racing because it's got the aerodynamic foil on the back here. Well, is this a Hot Wheels? Yes, it is. Well, this fellow said he was hooked. He absolutely had to know what my next plug was going to be. Well, do you think I could find a signal after that? So we had a good laugh, and he went on his way. Then I found this sorry specimen. I have no idea what it is. There's nothing left of the chassis. It's just a little mashed bit of the body that obviously had a fight with the lawnmower and somehow ended up in the sandbox. So I got 3.5 cars, and then I found 3 coins. The usual suspect is this Stinky Zinky from 2011. And the only thing it has to recommend it is that you can see the date clearly. Wow. And I got a 1993 copper. Looking a bit grubby. And then, just as I was going to head home, I hit on this banging signal. And it is a 1951 with King George V. Nice and green. It's a Christmas penny. It's red and green. So this penny is a contemporary date with probably the first 5 years of this school. I know that it was there in the early 50s, and I don't know when it was built, but my guess is post-World War II. So this coin, which was only down about 2 inches, that astonishes me. But there it was. And that is the second oldest penny I have dug. The oldest is also a George VI. It's in 1943. So I'm getting back there now, getting back in date. Maybe someday I'll dig one from 1851. I'd like that. Pre-centennial. No, pre-Confederation. That would be wonderful. Anyway, it's looking pretty good for a coin that's almost 70 years old. All right, my friends. Thanks for coming along. Hubby's going to lay claim to these 3. They'll go in his bookcase in his office, which I call the wrecker's yard. And this one I think will become a car wreck keychain. So until I see you again, my friends, here's Auntie waving goodbye. Toodaloo.